So yellow plays an event and reveals refugees. That is pretty lucky. Like 25% chance, and the timing's great here because I just happened to become stronger. So good news. Good news. All right. Takes scientific method. Revolutionary idea. Upgrades a warrior. Takes Pierre. And elects him. So I think Pierre doesn't do... builds a theater. Pierre doesn't do anything for him right now, right? Gives him Olympics, but he doesn't have any arenas right now. So blue takes military buildup and plays it because of Harvard. Discovers modern infantry, increases population twice, and builds 2 modern infantry. And takes mechanized agriculture, which we suspected he might do. So good thing we have selective breeding. Now it's our turn. I probably want to play an event here because I'm not weakest and Cold War is in here. Arms industry is a little bit less good now because blue, well, I guess it's about the same, but blue will get 4 resources instead of just 2. It's not a big deal, but Cold War would be nice to land while we're second strongest. What if this blue one is? What else could blue have played here? Terrorism? Probably not iconoclasm. International agreement. Politics of strength. So it'd be, I mean, in general, couple of those would be good to get out now. So I think it's worth playing an event. International negotiations could be fine. I mean, there's still a chance it will get revealed, so, and I think it's likely I won't be strongest, so I won't play that. Between these two, impact of population. Right now I'm behind in terms of creating new population. So I think I want to wait and see. Impact of competition. Behind on now also. But I imagine I'll catch up. I wonder if I'll catch up in time. Probably. There's 4, this will be 3 more events. I think I'm probably going to be a little bit behind on both of them. Maybe impact of population at this point. Give us more time on impact of competition. Great. That is what we wanted to have happen. Alright, so we got Cold War. So we have a little more science. I don't think that changes the turn much, though. I guess because we did population, you could arguably do this. Upgrade. We don't get the cards we want here. I think the science is more important than the food, even with the impact we played. But now we do have more science. We can... Well, actually, we can just do it this turn. We can do civil service next turn, but we can just do it this turn too. That's pretty great. So now we actually have more... So this opens up a couple of options. So here we can take tanks in professional sports, which is pretty good. Or we can upgrade another one. I don't know that I want to do that yet, but instead of, we could do this, where we, well, let's go ahead and research this. We can upgrade these this way. So now we get a little more science, we have this population free, we're not committing it into the computers, and then we can take professional sports engineering genius. Blue still doesn't get tanks, and neither do we. Now we can get selective breeding, professional sports next turn. Upgrade to selective breeding, build and upgrade to professional sports, which would give us 7 more strength next turn. Which is pretty good. And we have engineering genius for our wonder, which is always hopeful. And we have enough civil actions that we can grab tanks later if we need it. Yeah, I mean, the risk is that blue needs tanks, and blue just grabs the tank from way up in the row, gets a tactic that we then can't fulfill. That is a risk. I don't know that it's worth taking the risk for 5 resources. There's a bunch of reserves in here that we can grab, and we have the civil actions to grab those. So I guess I'll do it this way. So we can still get selective breeding and professional sports next. And we have tanks in hand. Problem, I guess, is we can't build a second professional sports next turn unless we pull something off, which we probably won't want to do. So we'll only be increasing 3 strength up to 22. Yeah, I think it's better in this situation to take tanks. I think waiting, not getting the other one is a risk. We'll have ways to get resources. We don't need engineering genius here, and we'll just have to deal with not getting stronger with professional sports next turn. And we can maybe, there's military theory coming out, there's lots of ways we can deal with that strength problem, I think. I wonder, yeah, no, I had to do it this way. So let's go with this. And we don't like, I don't think we like this as much. So we can upgrade that once and then take these 2. So the problem here, we're a little low on science. That's the biggest problem. So we can get one of these things, selective breeding and professional sports, but not both. And I think this just makes more sense in this situation. We really don't need to get into professional sports next turn either. And the 10 science doesn't help with selective breeding and a military tech. So we're going to have to figure out how to get stronger next turn. Probably. It might be kind of tricky, actually. with only 10 science. We can get 1 military tech and upgrade it. I mean, I don't know, depending on how much stronger blue gets, it might not be a big deal. So we're going to have 17 resources. Selective breeding is going to take 8. Professional sports will take 4. Yeah, 4. So it's 12. So we'll have 5 left. So we can upgrade this once and then take some stuff. And we would get 3 stronger, which lets us defend with the weaker defense card depending on how much stronger it gets. And if we can't get these 2, then we can get into a military tech. I think I'm okay with this. Let's go with it. So I still want these tactics in the event, so it's probably the aggressions I'm getting rid of here. Impact of architecture is really great for us with professional sports also. I think we're gonna do well on that one. Air Force showed up. Which actually does worry me a little bit.